Exodus, Exile and Redemption. Section 1. The Problem of the History of Judaism. Chapter 3. A Chronology of Judaism. The chronology outlined here is based on the Jewish tradition. Some of its details are debated. It is presented here in the form suited for this work. The Exodus from Egypt took place in the year 1313 BCE, 2,448 years after creation. The tabernacle in which the Shekhinah dwelt was erected first in the desert, then at various locations within the land of Israel. The first temple was built 480 years after the Exodus in 833 BCE. It stood for 410 years and was destroyed in the year 423 BCE. The Jewish nation was exiled to Babylon for 70 years, after which a minority returned to Israel and rebuilt the temple in the year 353 BCE. Prophecy ceased 40 years later, in the year 313 BCE. This same year is the first year of the dating system used in documents, which began when the Greek Empire spread across the world. Henceforth, documents were dated in year X of the Greek Empire. It emerges that prophecy ceased 1,000 years after the Exodus from Egypt. For 1,000 years, from 1313 to 313 BCE, the original Judaism prevailed, then to lapse. The 1,000-year epoch of divine revelation, during which Hashem communicated with his people through prophets, is associated with the tabernacle and the first temple. Upon their exodus from slavery, Hashem commanded the Jewish people, "Let them make for me a sanctuary, so that I will dwell in their midst." Exodus 25:8. He promised that if his people would build him a home, he would reside amongst them and communicate with them. They did as he had commanded them, and he did as he had promised. The Shekhinah dwelt in their midst and granted them prophetic inspiration. Hashem dwelt in the homes built for his residence, first in the successive tabernacles, and subsequently in the first temple. The second temple, however, didn't succeed in serving as a residence for Hashem. As a structure intended as an abode for Hashem, it was a failure. The Shekhinah didn't dwell in it. Prophecy endured for the first 40 years of the Second Temple era, only due to the lingering influence of the Shekhinah that had dwelt in the First Temple. See Kuzari 365. Quote, "Prophecy lasted for 40 years during the Second Temple era through those elders who had the assistance of the Shekhinah from the First Temple." End quote. The critical moment when Judaism apparently came to its end is the year 1000 from the Exodus, which is the year 1 of the Greek Empire.